Rivas. Vice Mayor McCurvey.
Yeah, just a few comments. It was really great to see Martha in here. Haven't seen her for a while. It was great to have that heartfelt conversation and get on the record. We're going to have this event this week commemorating those men that lost their lives. There's a lot of emotion around that, and we've got to heal from that. And I think when we get the library finished, that'll be that moment when we can really get some closure. And I'd just like to remind everybody, it hurt, it's not just those men that lost their lives. Like Martha was saying, it was everybody impacted by that and everybody that pulled together. And it's really nice to have Martha come in and give her perspective on that, because she was here and she experienced that, and it was good to have that reminder. My son-in-law, that was his first fire. We still talk about it. He lost his captain. And it hurts the community in a lot of different ways that people may not understand. And the way we come together and celebrate that and work towards closure is really important. So thank you for coming in, Madam Mayor. I really appreciate that. I wanted to also say just a few things. There was comments about the bus shelters and the bus poles. That was done a year ago. That stuff takes a while to get done. But remember, you can't put a full bus stop at every bus stop. Full bench at every bus stop. So you have to, pick and choose. You got 100 of these other small locations where you're going to pick up 1 or 2 people. That was the best we could do at the time. I think it's pretty good. It's got a little light on it. You sit on there, and so if it's dark, the bus knows to pick you up. And so I think it'll be very effective. So let's make sure that we keep an eye on it, make sure it delivers. But just understanding how that works is important. So when we talk about it on the record, it's important to understand why we did what we did. We are getting a new library. I know it was in the newspaper, I know we've talked about it, and we voted on it, and it's funded, and it's underway. So I know we keep hearing some conversations about library funding. That's now fait accompli, they say. We are going to go through and get that library done. I noticed that there was some conversations about In God We Trust. In 2008, this city voted overwhelmingly, 83% of the vote, to make In God We Trust the motto of our city. So it's really important that we share that everywhere. And I know there was some concerns about that, or maybe the fragrance or whatever, but that's what the people wanted. That's what the people voted for, and we are celebrating that. And so I just want to make that plain. That's something that the people voted for. That's something that the people wanted. And we want to make sure that we advertise our city motto. As far as the evacuation center, so there's no misinformation out there. The Armory was always meant to be temporary. It was never meant to be permanent. We tried to make it permanent, but we couldn't get the funding, and so now it's ending. And I would just like to say, I think it was a good run. The parkway is cleaned up. The evacuation center has run its course. We now have shifted in a new direction, and we're going to support the faith-based community. I really love the love in the room tonight, the prayer, the heartfelt sentiment, the calls. I echo everything that Mr. Beltran, Councilman Beltran, said about our community pulling together. We're seeing real progress here, and that's because we're all chipping in together. And it's just not us up here writing a check. It's everybody working together. And so I just wanted to say that. Thank you very much.